We have an intermezzo prepared, which is a little bit different from all the good practice examples, which we will see afterwards. We know there is not only sun on earth, there is not only, let's say, sunlight, there is also shadow. And within our team, our large team, it is Gordon Sillens, who has made special studies on cases which we cannot nominate as good practice examples, but you have to say something about it. Gordon, please.
You're going to change the slide? Thank you very much, everybody, and glad to see everybody's interested in sustainable tourism. I'm too old to just gloss over the issues. I'm not interested in greenwash, and I want tourism to be serious about its impacts on the environment. So the VISTA Awards has this spotlight on unsustainable tourism. What you'll see is that bad practice as well as good practice is being highlighted, and these are the destinations which are going to go out to the world's media, it's going to go out on the social networks, it's going to be reported to governments, and the message is don't go to these destinations, don't visit these places. It's not the positive message about tourism. But what are they going to be? That's the interest. So where are we with these? So let's just take a look. First of all, how are they reported? Let me just tell you. We're being very serious about this. We've taken the GSTC and UNEP's work, the work of UNWTO, we've taken the work of the European Commission and the impact assessment models, and we've got the three triple bottom line issues of the environment, economy, social cultural issues, and then the management issues. You can report on any of these, and there's a special form for you to send in. We have an example there of the site. You go up to this site on Destinet, and you can fill in your own forms and report your own examples. But what we've chosen for today, which you all get a chance to vote on and see which is the worst of these, we can see that this is the impact assessment form in the Sustainability Analysis Reporting Framework. Let's just go straight to the examples. We're all familiar with it at the moment. It's Sochi. Does everybody know what happened in Sochi? Does everybody know the railway line which went through the protected area and the damage which was caused, irreparable damage caused, let alone the damage caused to the destination itself and the water pollution, contamination issues, etc. But read about our Sochi example and why Sochi was such a bad example of how to do tourism development. The next one is in Egypt and it's Hurghada. I don't know if any of you love corals, the Red Sea, but 90% of the reef in Hurghada has been destroyed. And this is a lovely area of the world. I know there's problems at the moment there, and it doesn't do Egypt any good to have examples of tourism like this, where mass tourism has really killed the golden goose of ecotourism. So, once again, a destination and a model to be avoided. The third one, from where I am, I'm based in the Algarve International Autodrome. If any of you remember the VISTAS from 2011, we reported this in the VISTAS. In the Portuguese bailout, this received a 90 million subsidy from the bailout money, the 70 billion which came to Portugal. 90 million has gone into an unsustainable white elephant like this, which is in the habitat of Bonelli's eagle and the Iberian lynx. And this certainly doesn't do any favours to the beautiful Algarve tourism which you could experience. So, fourth and finally, we have to go to Kok-Jailau in Kazakhstan, where there's the threat of a luxury ski resort being built in the home of the snow leopard. And may I say, this was an example which was presented by somebody else doing the research on this, and they were able to fill in the form in 3 hours. They filled in a very, very precise and detailed form of how to show that this is not something which should be built. And if you look in the snow here, just here, that's people lying in the snow, writing out that SOS for the snow leopard and this pristine protected area near Kazakhstan. So there's 2,000 people on Facebook, there's 10,000 people who signed this petition. I would like you to get behind them and help them stop this ski resort taking place up there. I would like to say that there's the rusty nail, and that's what we don't want to walk on the beach. We've got the chance to vote on these examples. Come to Destinet and take a look at the page of VISTAS, and you'll get a chance to vote then which is the worst of these. Which is the one which is really upsetting you? Which is the one you feel shouldn't be happening, shouldn't have happened, which you should be telling your governments about? You should be telling other consumers about? You should be reporting in the media? So, for ITB, it's a partnership. We would like to launch with park managers, with protected areas, to report on any unsustainable tourism going on in those habitats which we need to protect, with true ecotourism, with genuine sustainable tourism, which is what the VISTAS is all about finally. So you can add your own examples, as I said. I'm going to finish very quickly because you've all got to get on. Thank you very much. We'd like to hear from you.
Thank you very much, Gordon. And we all know it's a little bit easier to say this is a good example rather than saying to another destination, this is not a good example. Especially for that purpose, it has been very important to have this scientific-based approach with the assessment and to involve other people who have similar difficulties. Not to stop tourism, but to change tourism.